Hi, and welcome to our weekly House Church Shepherd's Bible study. For week of July 29, 2012, we'll learn about how Peter was rescued. Our Bible passage is Acts chapter 12, verse 5 through 17. Our memory verse is, I urge that prayers be made for everyone. Book 1, Timothy chapter 2, verse 1. Peter traveled a lot to preach about Jesus. At that time, King Herod was the king in Rome. He was a cruel and ungodly man. He and his officials didn't like anyone to speak about Jesus. Herod was the one who executed John, one of Jesus' disciples, because he did not like the fast growing of Christians. King Herod, being half Jewish, gained favorable reaction from the Jewish leader whenever he persecuted Jesus' disciples. This is why Herod arrested Peter as well. Peter's arrest was a part of King Herod's plan. King Herod knew that more Jews would gather in the city for a week-long festival that followed Passover. He thought that he could impress the Jewish officials by arresting Peter. He had soldiers guarding Peter so that he could not escape. The church gathered together in Mary's house. The night before Peter's execution, the church members prayed for Peter's release or safety. It would take a miracle for Peter to be released or escape from the jail when 16 soldiers were guarding him. But everyone prayed. They prayed all night. Peter had faith. He believed that God would save him one way or another, so he slept. An angel appeared in jail and led Peter out of the prison. Suddenly, the jail room became filled with light. An angel of the Lord had come to rescue. The angel told him, "Wake up and get up." As Peter stood up, the chains fell off. Peter quickly followed the angels out of the prison. They passed through the guards and the iron gate which led into the city. Peter thought he was dreaming, but he was not. It was real. God had answered their prayers. In the darkness, Peter headed straight to Mary's house, where all his friends had gathered. Peter knocked on the door. No one answered. Everyone inside ignored the knocking on the door, and they kept on praying for Peter's release. Peter knocked again. Finally, a servant opened the door, and to everyone's surprise, Peter was standing in front of them unharmed. Pray for others, especially for those who are in need of help. God answers all prayers of believers. We have the real power to help others through prayers. Sharing, we can always pray for others, even if we don't know the names of the people, especially the missionaries. They are always in need of our prayers.